a nice night, not too rough. And I hope you had a nice sailing in this morning through the area of Boca Bay. At the very beginning of our program, since we are just leaving the port of the town of Kotor, I would like to introduce your driver. His name is Vule. So Vule will be in charge for us today. He's going to be in charge to drive us safely to our destination for today in the area of Boca Bay. My name is Alma, A-L-M-A, and I will be a local tour guide for today. Don't worry, I won't be driving. I'm here just to explain you all these places that we'll be seeing today. So hopefully, let's check before I take my seat. Can you all hear me well?
Yes.
You will understand me well?
Yes.
If during the day you have any questions, please never hesitate. I am more than available. I'm going to take my seat now, much safer if I'm seated. I'm going to give you the program and we're going to start with a few information about Montenegro and about the area of Boca Bay where you are today. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We are leaving the town of Kotor, the area where the port is, and we are now, according to the program, heading toward the island. Actually, heading toward the small village of Peras, first of all. In the village of Peras, we will leave the bus, we will walk to the small dock, and there is actually a boat waiting for us. That boat will take us to an artificial island, the island called Our Lady of the Rocks. And on that island we have a beautiful Roman Catholic church, a beautiful museum that we will visit together. What's very important is to be part of the group all the time, to follow the sign number 3, and to stay always, let's say, in the group, because most likely around 10 groups from your ship are heading the same way. So it is going to be crowded. If I see well, we are the second group in line that just left the port, so that should be okay. It's better second than 10th. So once we finish with the island, we're going to come back to the village of Peras, then you're going to have a bit of free time there. After the free time, we're taking the bus and we're heading back to Kotor. And in Kotor, that's actually the town that is located just across the port. You saw the city walls now when we were leaving the port. We will be visiting, we will be actually doing the walking tour of the old town of Kotor also. And at the end, we're going to finish the walking tour in the town, and then it's going to be up to you to stay in the town, to go back to the ship, or of course it's going to be up to you to decide. Now, ladies and gentlemen, since we are heading toward Peras, so we have about 20 minutes of driving to get there. I will be using this time to give you a few information about Montenegro, about this beautiful, spectacular area through which you sailed also this morning. So first of all, Montenegrin country is pretty much not known, not so discovered. It's known to be one of the smallest European countries. Well, we are just a bit bigger than Luxembourg, San Marino, or Vatican. The total area of Montenegro is only 13,812 square kilometers, and we have a population of only 620,000 people. Montenegrin country is located at southeast of Europe. We are at Balkan Peninsula. We have the beautiful coast on the Adriatic. Across us, on the other side of the Adriatic, we have Italy. And we're not far away from Italy, actually, at all, 200 kilometers, which means 8 hours on ship to cross to get on the other side. And on the other side, it's Italian town called Bari. So Bari is pretty much we're on the same level with Bari. But besides that, we have the coast on the Adriatic and Italy across us. This country of Montenegro has borders with 5 countries. Borders on land with Croatia, with Bosnia-Herzegovina, with Serbia, with Kosovo, and with Albania. 5 countries are surrounding this little one that we call Montenegro. Montenegro means Black Mountain. And why we call this country the country of black mountains? First of all, Montenegro is only international name for this country. We locals, we don't call our country Montenegro, we call it Crna Gora, but that also means black mountain. Back in the old times, and I mean particularly this time, 15th century, this whole area that you see to your left-hand side was covered with specific type of trees. We talk about black pine trees. Well, Venetian galleys started coming in this area in 1420. This area, of course, was pretty dark because of those black pine trees. And Venetians coming in the bay, they said, look at this, Montagna Nera, Black Mountain. And they gave us that name. Unfortunately, through the time, these black mountains didn't survive, the black pine trees didn't survive the climate changing, didn't survive the diseases that were happening through centuries here, and today we don't find them here in Boca Bay. We find them only at the very north of Montenegro. So, because of that, we call this country the country of black mountains. The international code for Montenegro would be MNE. And I can say that you are today in one of the most beautiful parts of our little country. This is the area that is known by the name Boca Bay. Boca Bay is actually considered to be one of the 25 most beautiful fjords of the whole world. The truth is, I just said the fjord, and in a lot of guidebooks you will find that word, the fjord, to describe the area. But in geological sense, it wouldn't be very correct to say the fjord, because when we say fjord, people might think we talk about glacier fjords, and what you see to your left-hand side doesn't have anything to do with a glacier fjord. We call it fjord because of the shape. When we look from the air, the area is having the shape of one of the Norwegian fjords, but this is actually a submerged river canyon. A long time ago, this used to be the river that through all these limestone mountains that were surrounding us made the canyon. That canyon was very close to the Adriatic Sea. So we had earthquakes in the sea, and the sea water, Adriatic Sea water, moved in the old canyon, came all the way to the bottom. The bottom is just where your ship is, and that's how Boca Bay was made. So the water that you see in the bay, it's predominantly salty Adriatic Sea water. But we have to be honest, and we have to say that even today, we have few little rivers that are feeding the area on sweet water. Also, the water that you see it pretty calm today, and that's how it is almost during whole year long. Because even when we have big storms on the open Adriatic, not here, because from one side to another, as you can see, there is not enough room to form big waves. So the water in our bay stays still and calm the way you see it today. Well, that still and calm water, that salty water with some sweet water coming in, those are actually two perfect conditions for mussel farming. Now, heading toward Keras, we will be able very soon, in a couple of next minutes, to see actually the red or black boxes at the surface of the water. Well, that's actually those are mussel farms. The principle here is typical for the areas where we have bays. You find a box at the top, and then there is a rope attached to the bottom, and the mussels are growing around the rope. So the season of mussels, we eat mussels actually during months that are not having the letter R